What's up, guys? Crypto Muser here with your daily news and analysis in the crypto markets. And guess what, guys? Huge news coming out of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. The biggest filing thus far in this case. The SEC's motion to strike the fair notice defense is denied by Judge Torres. Guys, this means the case is over. Bottom line, the case is over. So now what is happening? Now Ripple can use the fair notice defense in their argument, right? They can say that the SEC did not give them fair notice in the 8.5 years that they did business, that they were doing something illegal. And not only that, now, if they can use this argument in court, and if they win in this argument in court, that means that the SEC cannot go after other altcoins in the future, right? That sets the precedent that other altcoins that the SEC goes after can use that same defense that the SEC did not give them fair notice that they were doing something illegal. This would take so much power away from the SEC, and I believe, and I've been saying this a lot on this channel, the SEC cannot afford to lose that power. So this is one of the biggest filings in this case, if not the biggest. And what this means is this case is over. Bottom line, SEC dead in the water. They need to settle, or else, what else are they going to do, right? They're not going to take this thing to all the way in this case because they know they're going to lose. And if they do lose with this fair notice defense, they lose all power, right? And Gary Gensler and the SEC right now, all they care about is power. So couldn't be bigger. Jeremy Hogan, Twitter went crazy as soon as this came out I think it was like 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Twitter went crazy. Everybody was going nuts. Price of XRP went from about 72 cents all the way to 85 cents, up 15%. As Bitcoin was tanking, XRP was skyrocketing. It was just a great day for the XRP community. It was a long time coming for sure. But let's get into it. Before I do, though, if you guys could please hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. It'd be very much appreciated. But let's get right into it, guys. So first, I have Jeremy Hogan here. Obviously, great attorney in the XRP community. He said, boom, and I don't use that term lightly. The SEC's motion to strike the fair notice defense is denied. This is one I've been waiting for. Now the SEC has something to lose. So it's exactly what I was saying. Now the SEC has really something to lose. All that power that they have going against all these other projects out there. If Ripple wins this fair notice defense in the case, that would just take all the power away from the SEC, and they cannot afford that, guys. And they know they're going to lose this, so there's no way this is going the full length. A settlement talks will start in the coming weeks, and you will get a settlement probably. Honestly, it could be any day, any week. The SEC is probably going to try to obviously delay as much as they can still, but this case is over. Bottom line. So let's just Jeremy Hogan. This was about, who knows, 4 or 5 months back. He did a video about the fair notice and how important the fair notice defense would be in this case. So let's just, in Digital Asset Investor, thank God for him. He gave us a little snippet of that video that he put out. Flashback from attorney Jeremy Hogan explaining why the fair notice ruling is massive and could lead to a settlement. So let's listen up.
One more super important thing I want you to understand about the fair notice defense. I think Ripple's argument that its sales of XRP were not a security are stronger than its fair notice defense, but I think the fair notice defense might be more important, and here's why. The U.S. follows the rule of stare decisis, meaning that rulings from upper courts control the lower courts. The Kick Interactive case is from a same-level court, so it's persuasive authority, but it's not binding. If the ruling was from an appellate court, which is a higher court, the ruling would be binding on the Ripple court, which is a lower court. So if Ripple wins on the fair notice defense, it becomes persuasive authority for any crypto company the SEC sues from this point forward. If the fair notice defense survives and Ripple wins, the SEC is going to have an uphill battle winning any other lawsuits they bring. But wait, it's even bigger than that. Listen to this. Even if Ripple loses the fair notice defense, they can appeal the ruling. And if an appellate court determines that Judge Torres was wrong and Ripple did not have fair notice, then the SEC is now really in trouble because that ruling is binding on every crypto lawsuit that comes along. For the most part, the SEC will not be able to bring any more crypto lawsuits, and the SEC is funded by the fines from these lawsuits, so if that happens, well, read between the lines. So the fair notice defense is the main thing right now. It's the thing that is applying pressure to the SEC. It's pressure that's the key. It's the defense that the SEC is most worried about for good reason, and it's the defense that could potentially save the industry from the SEC, and it's the defense that would lead to the case settling or resolving before a hearing on summary judgment. Pay attention to what happens to it. The other stuff that's going on is important, but this is the issue to watch.
Exactly. So that explains the importance of this fair notice defense. And like he said there, it takes, if Ripple would win in this argument in summary judgment, that would take literally all the power away from the SEC. And they couldn't go after any other crypto project. And I'm telling you right now, the SEC with Gary Gensler, there's no way they're going to even try to risk that, right? There's no way it's going to happen. So unbelievable. You got to love this. This is a great day to be in the XRP community. Yesterday, just watching XRP go up while Bitcoin went down. Great thing. I mean, I know it did retrace back to 78, 79 cents, but it's just a good day to be in the XRP community, bottom line. So we had Brad Garlinghouse tweet out after this ruling came down. If my internet works. Okay, here we go. Brad Garlinghouse tweeted out, "If you weren't paying attention, then you should be now. Huge win for Ripple today. And while we would have preferred the cases against Chris and me to end now, the SEC must prove its claims. We are confident that that ultimately all of them will be dismissed." So the confidence of Brad Garlinghouse and the lawyers of Ripple at this point, I mean, they've been super confident this whole case, but the confidence it couldn't be higher now because they keep winning these huge filings in this case. The SEC is dead in the water. There's no way they can come. I mean, it's literally impossible. It's a 100% chance that Ripple will win this case. So, I mean, what else can you say, right? I also have Stuart Alderati, the lead general counsel at Ripple, and let's hear what he has to say. "Today's order makes it clear that a serious question whether the SEC ever provided Ripple with fair notice that its distributions of XRP since 2013 would ever be prohibited under the securities law. Good to see the judge rejecting the SEC's attempt to prevent Ripple from pursuing this fair notice defense. It's even more imperative that the sun sets on this SEC's regulation by enforcement approach." And I couldn't agree more. It's always seemed like Ripple and the Ripple lawyers and Brad Garlinghouse have always been fighting, since day one, have been fighting for the whole cryptocurrency community, not just XRP, and obviously not just Ripple. They've been trying to fight the SEC because the SEC has had this, like I've talked about on this channel, they've had this, crusade against crypto, ever since Gary Gensler took office. Like I was saying, it just seems like Ripple is really fighting for all of crypto at this point. And this fair notice defense argument was the biggest thing for all of crypto, right? Because now, like I said before, any other crypto company or coin or lending product or whatever platform that the SEC goes after in the future, now they have a precedent set that they can use this same argument and say, guess what, the SEC, you never gave us fair notice that we were doing anything illegal. So basically F off, right? So I couldn't be more happy because, the SEC needed to be stopped in some way. And this is just one huge way that they can take some power away from the SEC. The next thing we need is Congress to step in and maybe write some rules and regulations to kick the SEC out of regulating crypto. This is just one step down the line. The executive order was one thing. And then we got this filing in this case. And then now we need Congress to step in to finally kick out the SEC from this regulation by enforcement strategy that's been hurting investors, obviously in this country, but around the world also. And then we had Wrath of the Con Man tweeted this out, gave his little 2 cents on the importance of this filing. And he tweeted out, "Ripple will be allowed to argue its case as the SEC's motion to strike fair notice defense is denied. Has the judge underscored some interesting points that may play out later? I'm no lawyer, but it seems like there are 2 important footnotes." And the first one, he says, 1st, the SEC originally asked the judge to consider 72 other prior enforcements and draw conclusions about their similarities to Ripple. The judge flatly said no. It's only the striking fair notice, but seems significant. Judge wants to hear the unique merits of Ripple's defense. And then second, as mentioned before by attorney Jeremy Hogan, I believe the judge asserts a fair notice defense is objective, meaning companies don't need a formal warning. They should know the objective standards ahead of time. The case will argue if there is a clear objective standard violated. So exactly what he's saying here was there clear and concise rules that Ripple needed to abide by, right? Was there clear and concise rules? No, obviously not. Everybody involved in this space knows that there's not been clear and concise rules and clarity in this market. So I'm telling you right now, Ripple will easily win this argument if this actually goes to court, which I still don't believe it's going to. I'm telling you guys right now, a settlement is incoming any day now at this point. It's all really up to the SEC's delaying tactics. And I believe they probably will delay until the judge orders them to hand over those 63 emails with the Hinman emails, according to Hinman's speech. So I still believe there will be some delays in this case still, but now for sure, it is known that the SEC will lose this case if they try to go to court. If they try to go to summary judgment on this case, they will lose on the merits. That's the bottom line, 100% at this point. So guys, if you're an XRP holder out there, take a deep breath. We won this, guys, 100% at this point. So huge day and week and whatever year for XRP community members. And honestly, it's great for all crypto, like I said, because now other crypto projects can use this defense, the same defense, if the SEC decides to come after them in the future. Huge win for crypto, huge win for XRP community. Guys, I can't even, I'm so happy right now. It's unbelievable. This is one of the biggest things that could happen in this case. But I will leave it there, guys. Just remember to please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But remember, I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take anything I write or say as financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And thanks, guys, and we will see you on the next one.